Hey guys, it's Sectional Balance here. Yeah, it's a little weird this program I use to stream. It's pretty weird. Um but anyways, guys, let's get through the Eras FC um recap and then we're gonna get into UFC. So yeah, like I said, in my prediction, I did have oh, did I not pick anything else? Okay, so I had Hugo Goulon by decision, unanimous. I had um, I had Kenzo winning by decision. I didn't think he would win by TKO because I didn't have much footage. The guy looked pretty D's. I didn't really know what to go off of, but this is what happens. Should have just went with the guy from the MMA. It is what it is. Moving on. Jordan Zebo versus Caleb Nascimento. Jordan Zebo did what he had to do. He won a nice unanimous decision, giving Caleb did work his way back to his feet. It's because Jordan has not the greatest top pressure and no jiu-jitsu. So good win though. Jordan Zebo 3-0 now. Um, yeah, not much of a prospect, but he's fun to watch. Moving on to the probably the very most the probably the most upsetting part of the night. We had Freddie Camacho taking on Mikhail Grog. Mikhail Grog is a very thick bone density guy, and when Freddie kicked him, he checked it, and Freddie did not handle that check well, dropped, and Mikhail just kind of finished him off from there. He was beating him up on top. Ref gave him a chance. The minute Mikhail got the full mount, it was over, and it's just what it is. Guy's 40, 1-1 now. What was I thinking anyways, having him as max play? That's my own fault. So can't do anything else but smack myself for that. But yeah, it is what it is. Moving on. We had Amiri Diedrich versus Kareem Gaji. This was a fun fight, but I don't see how this was a split decision. Amiri clearly won this fight with control. He didn't do a lot of damage, but he did win the fight. And yeah, questionable judge's decision, but I'm very happy that Amiri got the decision. Good win for Amiri. Yeah, I don't rate him that highly, but I'm happy for him that win. Moving on to the star of the night for me, Fabiola Padroni. I had her as my underdog, 4-0 as an underdog. That made no sense to me. Sia Miri, yeah, she's prospect from the MMA Factory, but guess what? She has no ground game, and I knew she didn't. Fabiola Padroni has a wicked ground game from what I saw in film. She dominated Hasia when it hit the ground. Finished her in the first round. Don't really see a lot of finishes in women's MMA. That's what happens when there's mismatches. Gotta love it at that plus 200 value. Yeah, can't say enough good things about Padroni's performance. Great win. Moving on. Another great win. We had Alexander Tekina versus Levi Steedman, now 1-3. Levi Steedman is extremely talented. She's not extremely talented. She has good striking, but she just isn't. She doesn't have that pop in her punches, unfortunately, like girls like Alexander Tekina have. Tekina hits like a truck, not like a truck, but like hits hard, and yeah, she showed that power difference, and couldn't Levi couldn't handle it, and she had to curl up, and Alexander got the TKO win. Thought she'd win a decision, but she got the win on second round by knees, and it was a pretty brutal finish too. Pretty happy for Tekina, especially after that championship loss. Good for her. Yeah, should have took her a little more seriously. I was gonna play her harder, but it is what it is. Moving on. We had Powell Burnett versus Fakao Yu Chen. Now this is when I had to go to my private for jiu-jitsu, so I couldn't really watch this full thing. But from what I saw, Powell Burnett did a legal knee, and he was looking pretty good early. But unfortunately for him, Fakao Yu Chen, I mean not for him. Fortunately for Fakal, he got kneed while he was down, milked the injury, and over there they don't just take a point, they also disqualify you. So Powell got disqualified. He's an absolute. I'm going to limit my words. He's not the smartest human. Um, yeah, it is what it is with this KSW guys on roids. What do you expect, man? He either wins or he DQs himself. But anyways, yeah, can't really hit myself too hard for that one. Moving on, we had Baki versus Alexander McCall. I didn't really get to watch this fight. From what I heard, is Baki dominated, like Baki does. Was my prospect of the year for a reason. He has everything, striking and grappling. I feel like he needs a little better jiu-jitsu though to compete at the highest level. But it'll be interesting to watch him compete in the future. Yeah, 6-0. Excited to see what he can do from here. Moving on. We had Gilly Zudelia versus Emmanuel Dube. Again, I didn't get to watch these fights, so I can't comment too much on it. But Emmanuel, he got the unanimous decision win. I never got to see even really a minute of this fight, so I'm just gonna assume he deserved it, especially if it's unanimous. He probably controlled him with the grappling, I'm expecting. But again, I'd have to watch it back to see what really happened. Good win for him in, bounce back. He proved that he's legit. Um, Not legit, but better than I give him credit for. Moving on to the main event of the evening. Now, it was about to be a negative day. Abdul started out hot. He won the first round, but he exerted a lot of energy. And then he took the second round off. I was thinking, yeah, he's just doing this. Guy's bigger, getting his energy back. He'll be all right. I was worried, but I didn't really start to panic until round three. Round three is when I knew he was done. He had nothing left. He was pulling guard. His shots were labored. Everything was not looking good. And man, did he just he showed why in the fourth round as well. It was looking like the beginning of the end. We were in the fifth round. He was doing the same stuff, getting beat up on bottom. He was down on the judges' scorecards. And then, like I said, God hasn't been too well for me this year. He came out and said, Jaden, here you go. And out of nowhere, Abdul Abduragimov pulled out a inverted knee bar, and man, was that a Hail Mary because he pulled that off with 30 seconds left, 25 seconds left, and yeah, Abdul becomes a two-division champion, wins our parlays, and gives us a plus 1 unit day, one plus 1 point something unit day. Very happy about that. We needed that. Especially going into tomorrow. It's going to be a Shark Fest tomorrow. I said I was only going to play up to 5 units, and I know. We have two plays that exceed that, maybe a third if to balance out the two. I don't know yet. I don't really like the favorites on this card, so if anything, we'll see. I'm gonna have to think about it. I'm gonna sleep on it and think about it because I'm just more comfortable playing with two guys that I'm really confident in with a good value than we'll see. We'll see, guys. Great card tomorrow. Really looking forward to it. Yeah, guys. I'm gonna come out with these plays here shortly. I mean, these predictions. So stay tuned. And yeah, see you next time.